valleys, river valleys, erosion, over years and years and years, carving and sculpting these incredible valleys into the landscape. Flanked on either side by mountains and hills, they often form an incredible landscape and a perfect, picturesque place to form a town. The Victorian High Country has many valleys. The Snowy River Valley, the Tambo Valley, and the Dargo Valley, just to name a few. The valleys often separated by huge swaths of mountains, hills, forests, and wilderness. But everyone knows the best, most enjoyable and scenic way to connect valleys is to go directly through them, and that means climbing mountains. And that is exactly what we're doing today as we head from the Omeo and Tambo valleys across to the Dargo Valley. We jump onto the Dog's Grave track through the Birregun forest as we climb roughly 1,000 meters to visit a monument for a cattle dog by the name of Boney, and to the summit of Mount Birregun for some stunning views of the surrounding valleys and mountains. And well, you know, as they say, what goes up must come down as we descend roughly 1,200 meters to spend the night camp in the beautiful Dargo Valley at the legendary Dargo Hotel. Enjoy. Alright, good morning everyone. We've just left Woods Point Campground. It's a very nice campground. It's huge. There's so many spots around, right on the banks of the Snowy River, so it's really picturesque spot to camp. Now we're just heading off to Orbost, fill up and get a coffee and all that. Last night the wind dropped off. The rain continued for a bit of the night, which was nice because I like sleeping in the rain with the rain falling on the tent and all that. It's just more relaxing. But yeah, if you're camping at this campground, probably don't camp there if there's very strong winds, because there's huge gum trees all over the campground, and there's pretty much nowhere to camp that you're not directly under one. So it's a really nice spot. Great toilets as well. Top 3 bush toilets I've ever seen. Super clean. And they even had a bench in there for you to sit down after you finished sitting down taking a shit. Yeah, that was a great toilet. Onwards. That's such an Australian sign, swooping magpies. And Buchan Caves at the moment. We're not doing any of the guided tours, but we're just checking out one of the short walks that goes up to Devil's Punch Bowl, and there's meant to be a cave down here as well that you can explore a bit, so check them out. Oh, that's awesome. So I've only got my phone torch with me, but you probably can't see much. Goes all the way down there. Whoa. Bit of clay there. We've just jumped onto the Great Alpine Road, heading up towards Swifts Creek now. Checked out Bruthen and Buchan and all that. It's meant to be a really nice road, the Great Alpine Road. I tell you what, when you got these twisty roads as you're climbing, the Trident, she's trying a little hard out, you know. trying our hardest here, you know. We're loaded up. I'm steering a boat on wheels basically, so you got to give me some time. Nothing frightens a Trident except long, steep climbs. High speed climbs, I should say. If they're slow speed climbs, it's not so bad. Tell you what, this Tambo River, such an incredibly picturesque river. It runs through some beautiful countries. It goes through the little valley, like right beside the road, and then it eventually comes out into the real big open valley with the rolling hills and mountains in the background. Such a nice river, man. Quite different to the ones in New South Wales, just in terms of the landscape that it runs through. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Here at the Connors Hill Lookout, across the Tambo Valley, right on the roadside, you got a incredible view of the valleys. Beautiful. I bought a scan gate like 4 years ago, and next level laziness, I haven't been bothered to actually set it up. And I set it up just before this trip because I thought it would be a good idea to monitor the temperatures and stuff. And it's pretty interesting to see the temperatures rising and falling as you're climbing and descending, especially things like exhaust temperature and water temperature and stuff. I think it's just a pretty handy device to have. Having it for 4 years and not installing it as a result of laziness, that's next level. Get out of the way. Guess this is what peak hour traffic looks like out here, right? Here we are at the start of the Dog's Grave track. So we're heading straight in, up into the Birregun State Forest, up over those mountains, and all the way to Dargo. So let's get it. Oh dude, that fern section is unbelievable. So nice. Oh man, I'm loving this. That was beautiful, man. Like, I keep forgetting that my glasses saturate the color and everything looks a lot greener than it actually is. But when I take off my glasses, they're still super green. It is super beautiful, man. So nice. Look at that. Incredible. It's not like, this isn't the kind of vegetation I would expect to find at this elevation, I guess. I mean, Kieran said we're just below 1,000 at the moment. And I wouldn't have expected to see those kind of ferns that lush at this elevation. Like, unreal. look at that right ahead. Fuck, and they're massive as well. Man. Absolutely incredible, man. The road so far is actually in pretty good nick. Because of its steepness, I wouldn't come here in just a regular two-wheel drive, but there's a few rocky sections and rough sections here and there, but nothing to worry about at the moment. It's pretty nice. And I know I've been raving about the rainforest and the ferns on the right, but makes you forget about the views on the left, which are bloody amazing. We'll get those views when we're going back down to Dargo anyway, so I love this track at the moment. We've arrived here at Dog's Grave, at the actual grave of the dog that the track is named after, so. A man's best friend indeed. It's for a dog by the name of Boney, belonged to a cattleman named Peter Meehan. Boney's death was roughly 1863. There's a few different stories about when it was, but he died after eating some like poisoned dingo bait. At the time, Peter was traveling from Campground to Dargo. Back then, that trip took like 7 to 8 days along this road. So I imagine back then it was pretty perilous before they actually built a proper road. This monument stands as a reminder of just how times were tough back then and just how perilous, dangerous the high country was back then, you know? It wasn't easy country. I mean, it's still not easy country these days, but compared to back then, I imagine significantly easier. So yeah, truly man's best friend, Boney. We've just got the Dog's Grave hut here as well. ADA hut. That's been vandalized. Fuck, I hate it when people do that. Don't know why people do that. Oh, it's so much cooler in here. Yeah. Oh, you can come in. You can come in, Luke. It's all right. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, a little fireplace.
Yeah.
Super.
Fuck, it's at least 15 degrees cooler in here. Yeah, that Dog's Grave, great bit of history. Just goes to show you the loyalty that dogs have to their owners and vice versa, you know. The fact that he never left his side and gave him a proper burial, you know. Man's best friend, and you got to return the favor to them because they're incredible animals. But yeah, it's just great to see that kind of stuff up here in the high country. So, and that's pretty much what the track is named after, for the Dog's Grave. There is a campground in there as well, not very big, but there's camping areas and there are toilets as well. So come up here and camp, and it seems like a pretty nice spot. That would get freezing in winter, and there is a hut there with had a fireplace in it and everything. It was a really nicely maintained hut. So yeah, onward. There's a viewpoint on Mount Birregun about 9 kilometers down, so that's our next stop. So obviously we're coming from the Omeo side. Once you pass Dog's Grave, the track does get rockier and rougher. Not a lot, but it does get a bit, you know, rockier and rougher. So coming up to the viewpoint now. The track up to the viewpoint is pretty rough. Probably should have aired out the tyres, but I mean the road up here wasn't in any condition to require the road tyres to be aired down. But I think I might have taken the wrong turn off. Oh no. Hey, you guys will probably need to get four-wheel drive on for this track up to the thing, just a bit rougher. Now we turned off, you'll see a sign that points to the track and it says Mount Birregun. Turn off onto that. Fucking unreal, man. What a view. Oh, this is fucking incredible.
All good? Yep. There.
Let's get out and have a look-see. Mount Birregun, 1450 metres above sea level. And cracking views. That's back towards Omeo Valley, I think. That's where we came from. How amazing is that? Cracker. So we're just leaving Mount Birregun lookout now. Amazing, awesome view. I highly recommend you. Yeah, I'll go through this little mud. Yeah, I highly recommend you check it out because it's awesome. Great lookout, quintessential high country lookout. That's what I always imagined the lookouts in a high country look like, and it was awesome. I mean, the drive down is just like, fuck, that is incredible. You don't get to see this on your way up, but far out, man. Wow. Again, nothing you see, like you see them, like in preparation for this trip, I watched so many YouTube videos, and you see the views on YouTube and you're like, that is mind-blowing. It's so incredible. And then you come here and you're just like, it does not do it justice. It does not do it justice at all. This is so amazing, man. Oh. my God. This is like a tourist version of a kid in a candy shop. I mean, this is just spectacular, man. Wow, look at that truck all the way. You won't be able to see it on the GoPro, but holy shit, that is steep as fuck. Wow. Look at that track all the way on the right. Look how fucking steep it is.
I like it. I think I spoke over someone then. What did you think? I said that's where we're going, isn't it?
Nah, we're not climbing anymore. It's just all down.
What about tomorrow?
I mean, that could be Billy Goat's Bluff, which I know is a very steep track. And also, I think we're doing... What the fuck? I think we're doing this at the perfect time because the way the sunset colors are just going to be changing every minute now as they shine onto the mountains. But that is phenomenal, man. That is just like absolutely phenomenal. Tell you what, there is a big chicken palmy and a few beers with my name on it at Dargo right now. We're nearly there. I'm starving. But, I mean, the starving can wait when you got those views. I mean, something else, man. Something else. That goes to show you that you don't have to do these ass-clenching tracks, lifting wheels off the floor, and you can come out to these easier tracks and still get these incredible high country views. Yeah, that's the Madigan's Bridge over the Dargo River. Yeah, you wouldn't want to cross at the actual river level, that's for sure. It's raging at the moment. All right, on to Dargo Pub. Dargo pub. Yeah. Here we are, out the back of Dargo pub. Gonna set up camp. The river is flowing real heavy now. Not sure it'll be great to throw a line in, but don't really have time anyway. Set up camp. Oh, that's cold.
Get out of the river.
Yeah. Man. He just shat. He just dropped his guts. Crusty. Yeah, hurry up, mate. Come on, mate. Yeah. Oh yeah, beautiful.
Thank you, sir. You idiot.
Thanks, Lou.
Go for it, mate. Go from the Dargo button coast.
Yeah,